Hello there. Today I am going to be collecting some seeds off of my favorite plants, the white hummingbird salvia, and I have here, if you can see it back there, it's a little bright, the sunflower seed. So I'm going to be showing you how I collect the seeds and save them for next year. The tools I need right now are just a paper bag, and I have my clippers. You can tell when the sunflower seeds are ready to be collected because the heads of the sunflowers, they turn down, and the backs of the sunflowers turn, orangey brown. And also you can tell, I'm sorry it's bright out here, that they're ready to collect when these, I don't know what you call them, but they come out easily. So these are ready to go. Today I'll be collecting the seeds and showing you how I save them for next year. Some of these may not have seeds, but the majority of them will. That one looks like it might be ready also. And if you want, you don't have to collect the seeds right away. You can just kind of leave them in the bag and let them dry out, and it'll be a lot easier to collect. Next is the hummingbird white salvia. So really what I'm going to be doing is just taking the flower shafts off that are pretty much just spent, hardly any flowers left. This one has no flowers at all. So I'm going to take those off, and I'm going to put them into a bag upside down and forget about them for a while to see if the seeds will just fall out automatically. Wouldn't that be great? Then I won't have to do any work. Now remember, not all of these little, I guess I would call them pods, are going to have seeds. So I am probably cutting more than what I'm going to actually use. So I like to give little packets away to family and friends who enjoy gardening, and maybe get people started on gardening. I mean, it's really kind of fun to grow your own flowers. There's a sense of achievement. And I think by cutting off the old blooms, it helps the plant with more energy to help the other blooms, because they're still, even though this is fall, I still have blooms that are just starting, like this one. As you can see, I have put all of the blooms in the bag, and I have put them upside down. I'm hoping that the seeds just fall out over time. We will see. I'm just going to leave them. Hello, it's been a few weeks since I collected the hummingbird white salvia and the sunflower off of the plants. I placed the hummingbird white salvia upside down in a bag to see if the seeds would fall directly out of the pod, so that I wouldn't have to rub them and get the seeds out, because it is quite the job in order to get the seeds out of the salvia. Not so much with the sunflowers. Those come out pretty easily. So let's check it out. Let's see what happens, and hopefully the seeds fell out of the pods. If not, I will have some work in store. Alrighty, here's the bag. I've already taken out the stems, and as you can see, there's a little bit of a mess, and here is what came off of the stems. Oh, it did kind of work. The seeds did, I'm just going to put this little guy back in there. There are some seeds, and put these back in here. This is the bunch that I collected. I'm going to put them back in, and I'm going to show you here. All right, so as you can see, They did fall off. Okay, not all of them. I have quite a bit of seeds here that did fall off. Might just leave the stems in the bag for a few more weeks to see if there's even less work to do. Okay, so what I do is I kind of blow on the seeds a little bit to get rid of the rest of the chaff that I don't want, if that's correct. Some of the seeds kind of blow away, but at least I'm getting the majority of the little bits out of here. Some of the seeds here I'm going to collect. I have my seed packet ready to go. And I just scoop them on in. Now, these are little teeny tiny seeds that we're working with. I'm not going to get all of the material out of there, but that's all right. But I do want the seeds. So that's quite a bit of seeds just out of that little bunch that I was able to get off of that, just out of the bottom of the bag. And all of the seeds have not fallen out yet. One down. And let's see what happens if I do this. I can collect even more. Of course, the more you do that, the more the material gets in the way. And you can just keep doing that until, you know, because there's still seeds coming out of that. But you know what? That's enough. I have plenty of seeds now. So I'm just going to put this in the compost pile. So as you can see, these are really dry, and they're so dry that some of the seeds have already fallen out. So hey, less work for me. But you know what? Working with the sunflowers, I think is very kind of, in one way, is very relaxing. So see all of these seeds? Let me show you. Get rid of that. I know it's kind of messy, but look at all the sunflower seeds I have for next year. I won't use them all. Like I said earlier, I give them away to family and friends. And then I'll plant a few up myself and start the process again for next year. So here's my packet. That's pretty full for just not doing any work at all. Okay, let's see. Here's one that still has a lot of the, I don't know what you call these. Well, anyway, Let's see. Let's take it off. Now, if these have not been pollinated, they're not going to have any seeds. Like I told you before, if our pollinators have been on this plant, we're going to find some seeds. Okay, this one does not have any seeds, so pollinators didn't get to this plant. So no seeds in this plant. All right, this one, I can see this is probably one of the plants that the seeds just fell out of because there's a bunch of holes, if you can see. So I think that one's pretty much, all the seeds have been taken out. Oh, there's a few more. And there's something very relaxing about doing this. I don't know what to tell you, but it's kind of fun. These are kind of fun anyway to me. Okay, this one, again, most of them already fell out. I'm gonna see if there's any leftovers. Oh, yes they are, quite a few. Okay, so I got a few out of here. Just off of the few flowers that I took the seeds, I have 4 packets of sunflowers and salvia that I can use for next year. Now, the real test will be, once I plant them, will they grow? Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and if you would like to subscribe, I'm almost to 100 subscribers, so if you please subscribe and hit the like button, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.